Steam, Hitesh Bhatia.
Hitesh Bhatia. Let me start by asking you a simple question. What excites you more? A cold, dry, reheated snack? You've all been around Bombay, you had your Chaso, Fasos and your McDonald's, KFCs. Or what? Or a steaming, hot, wet, stomach-filling mini meal? Thank you. So what would excite you guys more? Steaming hot meal? Okay. So what would excite you? What we all want is actually a nice steaming hot bowl of Maggi or anything that's nice, and that's the feel-good factor we get about food. We're Indians. At the end of it, what we like is something that's nice, that's hot, that's wet, that's good, got a little gravy. You can have it with roti and rice.
Oh my God! This is killing.
Next slide, please. Okay. So what do we do in Mumbai? Yeah? We offer you 101 types of Maggi of noodles made steaming hot for you in under 3 minutes. We've already sold over 3,500 bowls of noodles over the last 5 months. We'd like a little money from you guys. That's the reason I'm here. We'd like a little money from you guys so you can sell 1,000 times more. Why instant noodles? Very interesting question. I keep getting this question a lot of times. Why do we use Maggi? Why not Top Ramen, or why not any other brand for the matter of fact? I think Maggi has built a great brand over the last 25 years that's built familiarity. I have rarely come across anybody who's never had a packet of Maggi and noodles. Maybe you might not like it or dislike it, but at some point of time, everybody has tasted a Maggi noodles. Maggi's entire marketing strategy has worked for them. Kids love it, mothers perceive it, housewives perceive it as a convenience food. I've seen people carry Maggi to office in their dabbas. So that's one of the reasons, we've chosen Maggi as a product for us. We bring you the same joy of having Maggi now in a QSR format. Our top sellers are noodles. Some of us, you would have tasted us at the Thai Entrepreneur Summit. Over the last 6 months of various R&D that we've done, what have we come up with? Our top sellers, Punjabi Tadka, by far our topmost seller. Almost 60% of our sales have been in the Punjabi, for the Punjabi Tadka product. Chicken tikka, paneer haryali, pasta, hot garlic, chicken keema, tawa chapati bhaji that you guys had today. How do we make these? We've done a lot of R&D over the last 6 months, sold bowls, gone to customer, taken feedback, what they like, what they don't like, and come up with these products. Myself, I'm a very passionate foodie. I love Maggi. I could have Maggi at 2 a.m., at 4 a.m. I remember in our hostel days, we made Maggi cakes for our friends because we had nothing else to do. It's 2 o'clock, shit, I forgot his birthday. What the hell, man? Let me just cook up a Maggi, turn it in a bowl, put a candle and serve it as a cake. We're very passionate Maggi lovers. The foods are prepared very hygienically. We use a lot of fresh vegetables. It's cooked right in front of you. It's not stale, it's not dry, it's not reheated in the microwave and served again and again. It's cooked right in front of you. It's fresh. Pricing, 40 to 60. We've priced it very economical. Mahesh gave me a kick on my ass. You're selling it for too cheap right now. The prices will go up. We've been doing this in corporate, at exhibitions, at malls, at colleges. Now our chance is to, our next step is immediate to go to the QSR route, look at vans, try different formats for us that work for us. We're talking to airports, talking to movies, the movie and Maggi combination. What do we want to do with the money? We want to do QSR, we want to do vans, we want to standardize, we want to hire chefs. We want to go ahead and hire a team and take it to a more professional next level. Give us 40 lakhs, that's what we're asking for, the 3 investors here. Give us 40 lakhs, take a share of our company and have free noodles for life. So you and your family get free noodles for life. We can also include an extended family. You and I can together revolutionize the Indian eating together. Thank you, that's it.
Great timing.
Did I keep time?
Good timing, 1 minute to go.
Question, yes sir. Any questions?
So I think, of course, I love noodles and Maggi and things. The only thing is that, there is this little thing called MSG in this, right. Which is, after I read about it and I, did research on it, I wouldn't have Maggi noodles. And the last thing I want is to have it in my office so that my employees eat it every day. Right. So, it's a good thing to have once or twice, but I just think that, from a health perspective, there are a lot of challenges.
I absolutely agree with you, sir. I understand that the health perspective. That's why we use fresh vegetables. We don't use frozen vegetables. We use fresh sauces to
Fresh vegetables is different. I'm saying that the
So
core product itself
I absolutely agree.
It's the junkiest food possible.
90% of products in the market have MSG, number one. Number two,
In this particular case, it is the contents are much higher.
so it's not Maggi. What we could do is over the years, we could change the product also. We're saying over the years, it's Maggi right now, it's noodles.
So my question actually is the opposite. How could you remove the challenges which, let's say, are associated with these kind of foods?
So definitely, sir, as of today, what we're looking at doing, Vishal, is we love Maggi. So we're using Maggi right now. It's a great product. It's got great brand recall. It attracts a lot of customers to our outlet. To replicate the same taste is not that difficult for us without MSG. We've spoken to people in the market. Of course, it's going to cost money.
Because if you really look at, so for example, there's a company called Mississippi which recently raised funding.
Right.
Their entire proposition is health food. Their entire people want to eat healthy, get healthy. And I'm just saying that, Maggi is good, but I don't know. I mean, I just don't feel right. I don't know. Alok probably has another view on that.
Vishal, the last 2 times I met you, you had my Maggi.
I told you that's the problem, right? I'll feel so guilty having Maggi for life. I mean, but that's the problem.
Just take Vishal's money. Don't listen to him.
I love this. I think, dude, my question is, have you talked to Nestle about this?
We have spoken to them. We spoke to, I'm not sure if I've spoken to the right person. I spoke to the brand manager. I presume he was a brand manager. He claimed to be so. They
have designations and email IDs and you can make
so we Googled him, we LinkedIn and we saw him. He seemed like the brand manager for Nestle.
What do you say?
They like the concept. They're happy with it. They themselves, they're losing market share to Foodles and Hoodles and all those guys. So they're themselves very keen to increase market share. Number one. We spoke to people within them. The feedback was that decisions to partner with us can't be taken in India.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's a global brand.
So they spend $1 billion+ in R&D in Switzerland, and this is something that is actually innovation on the core product for them. The danger is that, God forbid, if someone eats this in a mass way and falls ill, then it has a small impact. That's not the point. I think you should talk to them at a corporate level, in the Switzerland, way level, saying that, this is they should invest in you.
Well, what we said was, the guy we spoke to said, probably when you're 50 outlets, when your model is proven, you've done sales, over time, your sustainable quality standards are met, we definitely would be interested in you.
And there's no IP trademark challenge, right? Because you keep saying Maggi like it's your own company.
I wish. Actually, it's noodles. We call them noodles. What Maggi says is any of our branding material can't have the word Maggi. The menu cards, which are more one-to-one, can have the product Maggi because you find restaurants, every nook and corner that sells Maggi. So you're selling our product. So they're okay with us using Maggi word in our menu cards, but none of our other branding such says Maggi anywhere. So
see, the other thing is there are so many Chinese stalls, right? I mean, every roadside has some guy who's, making Chinese food in any case.
Right.
They're not using Maggi and they sell a lot. So, I mean, the challenge is that this is okay. Prefer those other Chinese outlets, which they are already preferring, right? There are so many of them.
You can't get a chicken tikka Maggi in any of the Chinese, or whether it's, Hakkasan, or it's Five Spice, or it's mainland China. You can't get a chicken keema Maggi. You can't get Punjabi tadka Maggi. You can't get that. For example, we were keen to do something in Bangalore, and we're trying a chicken vindaloo Maggi.
So the question is that food taste is not anybody's IP. So, Subway has recently launched the Jain sandwich.
Absolutely.
So the thing is, tomorrow if keema, whatever noodle is doing well, mainland China will launch it. I mean, there is no IP on.
But they're a fine dine. We're more QSR.
But then even in QSR.
I agree.
I won't ask you questions because you're one of my teams, but my suggestion is that you shouldn't be necessarily stuck to Maggi. It's noodles here. I mean, today you use Maggi, and if somebody if there's a brand of noodles that is non-MSG, serve that also. It's a customer's choice.
And for example, you can serve the wheat noodles, you can do Japanese soba. I'm just saying that, there are so many other things.
Because by the time you're done with it, I don't even know if it tastes like Maggi because it's tasting more like something else. Right? So don't get hung up on Maggi that much. Sure. Just run it as a bowl of noodles business. That's my sense.
But the minute you go bowl of noodles, there are a lot more people competing with you.
And also food FDA, I'm just wondering that this is still an amateur, exhibition yaha waha, but once you start mainstream, what about the implications of governance and what is the government intervention here? Yeah, because you're actually making mass people eat stuff, right? Licensing.
We already have launched our first outlet. It launched Wednesday this week at Raghuliram Mall, Vashi.
And you have proper licenses for it.
Absolutely in place. We just the new we're a QSR, so we don't use any gas.
Okay.
We cook either in hot plates or microwave. So a lot of licenses are relaxed as per the norms over there. Like the McDonald's and Subways, the licenses are relaxed. We just need 2 licenses. We've got both of them in place.
Can we move on to the next, guys?
Well done, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.